with small paws and big purpose.
Look how little you are, you sweet girl.
Every great partnership begins with the first step.
Bella, let's go.
Guiding them through the world so one day they can guide someone through life. With shared experience, confidence grows, and the path becomes clear. It takes time, patience, and love. But the reward lasts a lifetime.
Hey, good girl, Bella.
You don't just raise a puppy. You raise a future. Become a Dogs Inc. puppy raiser. Give a dog a purpose. Give someone hope.
Learn more at dogsinc.org.
You've had a long, hard day of consuming football.
Football is all I got.
And as we all know, the only way to prevent a hangover is to have another round.
Don't it feel good when your crowd behind you? You know what I'm saying? Let's give them something to cheer for now.
It's Fan College Football Game Night. Early game scores and recaps, along with previews of the big night games.
Sponsored by the Waterworks and Header Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. From sump pumps and water heaters to full-service heating and cooling repair and replacement. The Waterworks and Header tackle it all.
Long Buckeye national nightmare has come to an end. No longer, Ohio State fans, do you have to hear about how many days it's been. No longer, Ohio State fans, do you have to hear about the last time the Buckeyes took down the Wolverines. Because it all happened today. 27-9, the top-ranked team in the country vanquishes the Michigan Wolverines in Ann Arbor at Michigan Stadium in the most satisfying win in a long time for this program, and that includes the national championship. And what, for me, caps off a 2025 that I think, Tito, is the best calendar year in the history of this football program. And they've been playing it since the 1890s.
That's a really deep thing to say out of the chute. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying, I guess.
Spot the lie. Or spot, I guess, the inconsistent statement there. In the year 2025,
the best
calendar year. It's never been better for Ohio State, and I will go one step further. It's never been better for a college football program.
So you're including Alabama.
Almost no fan base has had a better calendar year than what Ohio State's experienced in 2025.
Let me think. God, you might be right.
Reeser, Tito, Reimer, we'll here with you for the next 2 hours to celebrate this. And for the 8th time in program history, Ohio State has won every single game it's played in the regular season.
I have a very, very serious question for you. If I ask you, Eric Reeser, are you a media professional? What would you say?
No. I work in the media, but I wouldn't say I'm professional.
Reimer, would you consider me a media professional? Be honest.
No.
Okay, that's fine. If I see somebody today at 8 a.m. at Giant Eagle driving out of the parking lot wearing Michigan jersey, can I flip them off?
Like today or tomorrow?
Today. Today I'm going to Giant Eagle.
You're going to Giant Eagle after the show?
No, 8 a.m. Before, earlier today.
Okay.
I'm going to Giant Eagle. And I had the middle finger ready to go. I held it back because I thought, you know what? I'm in the media. I can't do that. But honestly, I wanted to put the middle finger up. So would either of you, I can't ask you, I'm asking, okay, if Duke fan has a jersey on for you, but for you and I, normal people, if somebody does like a Michigan jersey, would you flip them off?
No.
Is it because you're media or because you're a human?
I don't just flip people off.
Okay, so it'd be a human thing.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, not media.
Yeah, it'd be a human thing for me too, but it's I'm also I am technically part of the media.
I got it,
but I'm not going to say I'm a professional in the media.
Okay, but would you feel like I can't do the middle finger because I work for the fan? Or would you I can't do it because that's not how I'm wired?
I think because you work here.
Okay, exactly. So you would have done it. Okay. You would not.
I would not have.
Okay, thank you. I almost did, but I didn't. But go ahead.
Why? What stopped you?
What stopped me?
Because you're just not going to go up to random people and flip them off in the street.
I was so ready to do it.
Because it's a psychotic thing to do.
Listen.
Especially in 2025. You don't know what he's like, if that person has a gun or a knife and is willing to start beef over something that simple.
Hey, listen. In fights to the death, I'm undefeated. That's all I'm going to say. But go ahead.
So
What does that mean?
Have I lost?
Fights to
I'm
the
still
death.
here. I'm still
Who
here.
have you fought to the death?
I'm not going to talk about that on the air. We can talk about it off the air if you want to. I'm just telling you, in fights to the death, I'm undefeated.
Here
all
we
right,
go
so
again.
Ace in the YouTube chat says Georgia and Bama have had back-to-back national championship seasons.
Okay.
So that for them, yes. But I don't know if in any of those seasons they had something quite like what Ohio State had with Michigan.
That's fair.
And
I
a
agree with you,
losing
yes.
streak that you saw the emotion today on the field as that game went final. You saw what it meant for those coaches, for those players. You've heard what it would mean for this fan base all week, and now you kind of get to relish in it. And the idea that it's been so long and Ohio State fans have had to go through so much, because this wasn't just like you were losing to Michigan and they were the better team every single time. It wasn't like you were losing to Michigan and that was it.
Right.
Like Michigan's season was also over. It was Michigan would go on to win a national championship. Michigan would go on to be accused of and portray the biggest
Convicted of.
sign-stealing scandal in the history of the sport. And so all of that's had to hang over Ohio State fans. And so the release that was today when the Buckeyes put belt to Michigan's ass in front of 9,000 people in the world's largest, or I guess the third largest hole in the ground.
Yes.
That you were able to do so in conditions that you thought might favor Michigan, who for the past couple of years has said, we're the more physical team, we're the tougher team. Ohio State, you can't come in and push us around. And today the Buckeyes did just that. There was talk going into the game that you had to win the rushing game, or that Michigan had to win the rushing game for Ohio State fans. I know the Daily Fan poll on Friday asked, does Ohio State need to win the rushing game to win this, the 121st edition of E-Game? And consensus was no. But a $186 on the ground for the Buckeyes compared to just 100 yards on the ground for Michigan says otherwise. Like, this was a silver bullet attack that was as good as it's been all season. And for Ohio State, when Julian Sain, and we've got a lot to go with Julian Sain from his performance today, throws that interception, and Ohio State bows up and holds them to a field goal. And I know it felt nervy because you didn't expect it to happen like that with Julian, especially the throw before it. He kind of overthrows Carnell a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But for the comeback and for the bounce back, for the response by this Ohio State team, both offensively and defensively, in the second quarter on, was a masterclass.
Were you ever worried?
Yes.
You were? Really?
I think I was until Brandon Innes caught his touchdown.
Okay.
Then I was no longer worried.
You were not.
Carnell's dagger was it for everybody.
Yes, no doubt.
It got so bad, Michigan fans were even at that point probably thinking of, well, we got to defend the M after the game.
Okay, so, but if the last 4 years hadn't happened, which I know is a stupid thing to say, but I'll say it anyway because I'm here. But if the last 4 years had happened, you wouldn't be worried at that point based on the skill level of each team, right? You were more worried because what's happened before. Is that fair?
Yeah. Because I couldn't get it out of my head what had happened last year.
You're right. I got you.
As an Ohio State team, you were the better team. 2 years ago, you're the better. I mean, 2023, Michigan wins a national championship. Ohio State was still the better team.
That's what, like I look at it, I'm like, if I was more confident last year in a win going into the game than I was this year. But I was never scared this year. Like, at no point during the game did I think, oh, this might not work out. Like I thought all along, there was never a point in this game when I felt like this might be a loss.
No, I called it 24-10 on Friday.
I called 34-10.
So I thought this was how it was going to play itself out, where you had Michigan. Mm-hmm. This was their this was their national championship game.
No doubt.
Yes, there was an outside chance that Michigan could have made the Big Ten championship. But a lot would have had to happen, including I think Oregon would have had to lose to Washington.
Yeah, I think
Washington would have had to win.
Yeah, with Oregon.
And then Michigan would have had to beat Ohio State. So it's not looking like that right now. Oregon's up 13-7 over Washington. The Ducks are driving, but
it's locked in now, right? Ohio State in the end. It's locked in.
It's locked in.
Yep.
Ohio State actually opens as a 5.5-point favorite against the Hoosiers, who've never been 12-0 in program history. So next week is a continuance of playing for everything. But you finally have this demon that you've exercised.
Yes.
And how good it must feel for that coaching staff, how good it must feel for those players.
I am so happy for Ryan Day.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm ecstatic for him. I saw him on the field afterwards. Matt Patricia with a hug said, I told you we're going to lose. We're not going to lose this game. Whatever it was. Patricia was it was a very emotional moment for him. And then he gets a picture taken with his son out there on the field. And it was a cool moment. But yes, for Ryan Day, I am ecstatic this happened. Now, oh God, I can't. No, I'm not going to do this.
Go ahead.
No, because it's going to. Okay, if they don't win the national championship, are you disappointed?
No.
I am.
You are.
Yeah.
If they don't win it now, if they lose in the championship game number 4, you are disappointed.
Just for how dominant they've been this year. Like they should be in that position.
I agree with you. They should be.
I'll be if it doesn't happen, I'll be mad in the moment.
Yep.
But
be disappointed in the moment. Sure, of course. There'll be things that you'll want to have cleaned up from. You're not even there yet. You're not even in the college football playoff yet. So I would say let's not try to get too far ahead of ourselves because a matchup against the 12-0 Indiana Hoosiers awaits us next week. We'll hear from some of the combatants from today's Ohio State 27-9 win over that team up north. Coming up next, it's College Game Night on The Fan.
Wake up with the Fan. Eat lunch with the Fan. Go to bed with the Fan. Dream about the Fan. Then change your sheets. Gross.
Ew, you guys are gross, but stick around in case I don't find anyone else.
The Fan.
Make your list, check it twice, and shop smart this holiday season. Open a Visa at Kemba Financial Credit Union and add some jingle to your wallet with $150 cash back after your first $1,500 spent within 90 days. Apply at Kemba.org. Restrictions apply. Offer ends 12/31/25.
'Tis the season for making memories. Give the gift of more time together at Dick's House of Sport and join us for family fun events all season long. Plus, climb a rock wall, test the multi-sport cage, and perfect your swing in a golf simulator. And shop the widest selection of the hottest brands like Nike, FP Movement, Adidas, Carhartt, UGG, and Stanley. Unforgettable moments start here at Dick's House of Sport. Visit dicks.com/House of Sport to see what's happening this season.
Hi, I'm Dr. John Runyon from Runyon Dental Group. Are you missing teeth or do you have uncomfortable dentures? Dental implants can not only transform your smile, they can restore your confidence and allow you to eat those foods you love that you've been missing. When I was in my early 30s, I was in a similar situation needing complex dental work and dental implants. I understand all the emotions that you're feeling because I've been the patient and I know that we can help you. Schedule a free consultation today at RunyonDentalGroup.com. That's RunyonDentalGroup.com.
All month long at Twin Peaks, celebrate National Dessert Month with sweet endings like our Cinnamon Toast Crunch Cheesecake topped with RumChata sauce, or the Twin Peaks Sundae with a warm Ghirardelli brownie. Pair it with a Screwball Peanut Butter Whiskey for the ultimate game day finish. Twin Peaks, eats, drinks, scenic views.
Would you enjoy watching a football game if the officials were paid a bonus for every flag they threw? Or a basketball game where the refs got paid for every foul they called? Okay, how about hiring a furnace and AC company that pays its technicians by the number of parts they can sell you? Hi, this is Dennis, president of Care Heating and Cooling, and today, this is how many companies operate. They call it performance pay, and it rewards technicians by paying them more for billing you more. Why is this bad? Because it abuses your trust in a technician to be treated fairly and honestly. At Care, we've been family-owned for 31 years and have always paid our technicians by the hour for repairs. We'll show you exactly what needs to be fixed and why, and give you our low upfront cost before we start. And unlike other companies, our technicians will never be rewarded for throwing more flags. Our Central Ohio-based staff is here for you 7 days a week. Care Heating and Cooling. Book an appointment online at careheatingandcooling.com or call us at 1-800-COOLING. When you need a company you can trust.
It's the year-end sales event with the Ford crew.
It's sales event time, Sam.
Temperatures are dropping, but the deals are just getting hot.
Time for our annual Ford Holiday Gift Guide.
Oh, yeah.
Hard to go wrong with great deals on trucks and SUVs from Ford, America's all-time best-selling auto brand.
Don't forget the first rule of holiday gift giving, Hank.
What's that, Sam?
Always remember to treat yourself, too.
Well said.
Based on Automotive News Almanac historical data and industry-reported sales data from 1909 through 2024 CY.
Common Man and Bob Capace here for Worthington Jewelers. Bob, why should people trust you for their holiday shopping this year?
Family owned and operated for 25 years. We're known for helping guys make great decisions. Unlike me hiring you, Common Man.
You know, I was thinking, I've been a good, clean boy this year. You got anything for me over there?
How about a nice anklet?
Sold! Worthington Jewelers on High Street in Worthington. WorthingtonJewelers.com, where Columbus gets engaged.
Save a good deal more with Meijer Black Friday deals every day of the week, November 23rd through the 29th. Enjoy huge savings on the hottest gifts and must-have items, like select shoes or boots for the whole family. Buy one, get one for just $1. We're adding even more great deals during our 3-day sale, Thursday through Saturday, like buy one, get one free team sports apparel and 50% off Hatchimals Alive interactive toys. 7 days of holiday deals and savings. That's the good life at Meijer. Exclusions apply. See all deals in the Meijer app.
At the Ohio Lottery, we make Keno fun. Your way. That means you pick your wager. Will it be $1, $2, a crisp $20? Your call. Like picking your own numbers? Use any inspiration you like. Birthdays, jersey numbers, you name it. And if you don't feel like choosing, there's the Super Quick Auto Pick. With regular promotions that'll get you more bang for your Keno buck, multiple ways to win, prizes galore, and live draws every few minutes. Anytime is the right time to get in on the Keno action. Keno is always fun, your way. Lottery players are subject to Ohio laws and commission regulations. Play responsibly.
2 guys drove to work. Neither guy wore a seatbelt. One guy got a ticket. One guy didn't. The same 2 guys drove home. One guy wore a seatbelt. One guy didn't. One guy made it home. The guy not wearing his seatbelt didn't. Don't risk it. Click it or ticket. Paid for by NHTSA.
Your new Columbus home for the Jim Rome Show is the Fan 2.
Catch the live experience weekdays from 3 to 6.
Just one requirement. Have a take and don't suck. The Fan 2, Columbus's home of the Jim Rome Show. All your favorite fan shows are available when you want them.
Head to 971thefan.com and hit that subscribe button.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination. You're listening to Fan College Football Game Night.
It's a good feeling.
God, it's so good.
Beating Michigan the way Ohio State did today in Ann Arbor. Here's a headline on ESPN.com. QB saying Ohio State dominate Michigan to snap losing streak. And I thought a win was coming, but I didn't think that second half you would be as dominant as you were. Now, part of me, when the dagger to Carnell, I kind of wanted to see that again because I would have liked to put up, 35.
I know what you mean, yeah.
Close to 40. But what Ryan Day's been doing all season has been building to the actual season that starts next week. And that's
Hopefully
the Big Ten championship.
Right,
and then you've
4.
got the college football playoff.
Right.
And I think his messaging since winning the national championship's been consistent. And they've kept everything week to week as this team is playing this team and is focused on what this team can do to get better. And I think the approach to this week was great. I think his demeanor, at the beginning of the game was great.
Yep.
In that side, the interview he had with Jenny Taft, where he's like, we're going to attack early. And they did. Now, you didn't execute.
Right, but you tried.
Early, but you tried. And I think that goes to the point that critics of Ohio State were asking for adversity, wanting to see what would happen if the Buckeyes faced adversity. And my argument last week, Tito, was your execution, you can avoid adversity by executing.
Yes.
And it was Ohio State's lack of execution early that gave them that adversity. But then they executed.
Right.
And you didn't see any more adversity.
Hey, look, A&M had adversity when they were down 30-3 at the half. That was adversity because they sucked.
Because of themselves. And then A&M, I don't know if they were unmasked necessarily as frauds by Texas. But you go into Austin and you come out a loser, and now Texas A&M, not one of the teams playing next week for a conference championship.
Right. And so, you look at it, and that's all the talk about the adversity. No, never challenged, whatever. How about they were so damn good they couldn't be challenged because they were that much better than the opponent.
Speaking with Paul and Jim after the game, here's Ohio State's head coach Ryan Day talking about the demeanor of his team after going down in the game early.
Well, I thought, nobody panicked, and they hit that run early, and then our guys got to stop, and we had the interception, and, guys got another stop and just kept playing hard, and we felt like coming into the game we had a lot of confidence, and so, again, nobody panicked. We just kept playing, and I felt like we controlled the game, and certainly, physically, we're just, winning at the line of scrimmage in a lot of areas, and then obviously the big plays to Jeremiah and Carnell, broke the game open, and then and defense, played strong again in the second half, and good to see Bo Jackson run for over 100 yards in this game, and I thought Julian played tough, played tough as well. The weather conditions at the end were tough, but that fourth down ball to Jeremiah was excellent, and then obviously the throw to Carnell, a couple third down conversions were big. So I'm excited for our guys.
That fourth down completion to Jeremiah took me back to the national championship game.
Oh yeah,
where it sealed the deal on a call. I'm not sure I would have made in that moment, but that's where you have extreme confidence in your quarterback and in the best player in college football. And a really bad job today, I've been saying this, I think, as long as a microphone's been in front of me, is Big Ten refs are the worst. And there's no incentive for Big Ten refs to get better.
Okay.
And I thought Joel Klatt did a really bad job trying to explain what was the Jeremiah quasi-bobble.
Right.
That wasn't a fumble, and how there really wasn't any chance for that to go the way he thought it was, or he was trying to explain it away, because Jeremiah has clear possession. And does the ball get dislodged from him?
Right.
There's an argument for it. But if you're going to go to the review, you got to find indisputable evidence to overturn the call on the field. And there wasn't in any of the camera angles they went to evidence that would have overturned the call which was made on the field. So what are you wasting so much time for, Big Ten officials? And also, when a Michigan player headbutts the ref, it's very unsportsmanlike, but how he doesn't get ejected.
You should probably kicked out for that. I agree, yes.
The Big Ten said after the game that it was just a judgment call by that officiating crew. If that officiating crew's judgment call is to take the player that almost assaulted one of your own and to keep him in the game, that officiating crew stinks.
And I think that official's probably in concussion protocol and should not make the call. I think he should have been ejected. Yes.
I don't understand that.
I don't understand
how
why
it's not.
I don't get it either, bud. I don't get it. But I'm not going to say, look, the Big Ten officials,
they stink.
Okay.
They stunk forever.
Okay. I don't know if they stink worse than the Big 12, ACC, SEC, AAC, or not AAC anymore, they're AC now. But anyway, I'm saying I don't think they stink worse than them.
Oh, you don't have to deal with any of them. I'm just talking about the officiating crew that was in Ann Arbor today. I'm like, these guys are idiots.
I would say it's bad, but I'm not sure if it's the worst one.
Sure.
Because we don't watch the other ones that much.
Did you notice the last name of the lead official was Knipple?
Oh, here we go. Vince Carter's going to bring up Knipple. That's fine. I don't know why. What does Knipple add to this?
I don't know.
It's just the mini
ACC guy.
It's just the mini college basketball references I was trying to point out.
I say all that to say is there was a team that was composed and that was held together, and there was a team that let its emotions get the best of them at many points in the game. And your head coach, Ryan Day, has said the exact same message since winning the national championship. And it's because of that message, it's because of that buy-in by these players that they were able to keep their cool throughout, despite the many attempts by the Michigan men to provoke them. You had the pick by Davis Nigbinosin where he throws off his helmet. That's to be expected in the moment. There's so much emotion in something like this that you're okay with that.
The field judge's last name was Hurley, by the way. I just looked that up.
That's perfect. I didn't know that.
It's fascinating.
It's a lie. I didn't look it up.
And then you were seeing the Cam Boozer and playing at Michigan State next Saturday all throughout the game.
Billis was the back judge. That's all he's going to do here now. D. Smith was actually the sideline.
There we go.
I'm glad this has been derailed as we can take a quick...
We got a break.
A quick break.
Let's do a break, yes.
Trying to figure out where Lane Kiffin is going to land. That's next. It's College Game Night on the Fan.
During this 10-second promo, Rothman will lose money gambling on something.
People like you come here and blow the family nest egg that built this town.
Rothman and Ice.
Weekdays from noon to 3.
The Fan.
When I started in the window business probably 40 years ago, as the industry grew, I started to realize that everything was wrong. So when I finally decided to start my own company, there were a number of reasons. One of those was I knew I could build a better window. I could take care of my customers. I could service them better. I could make sure that they got what they paid for.
Experience the Rosati difference today.
Thanksgiving is a time to come together, eat together, and share together. And Meijer is making it easier than ever to share more good. Now through November 29th, when you buy Meijer brand Fredericks by Meijer, Purple Cow, or True Goodness Foods, our Simply Give program will provide a meal to help feed up to 4 million neighbors in need. It's the simple way to put the giving and Thanksgiving together. Exclusions apply. See Meijer.com for details. One meal equals 25 cents based on an average meal cost from select Meijer food pantry partners. Learn more at Meijer.com/aboutmeijer/community.html.
Welcome to Tire Discounters. Oh, hiya, Phantom.
Mike, is it true?
What's that?
Tire Discounters is offering up to $200 off sets of Goodyear tires?
Absolutely.
Plus free alignment and a full synthetic oil change?
You got it.
I'm not one to exaggerate, but that may be the best deal in the history of the world.
But free would be better.
Mike, don't toy with me.
Through the holidays, every day we're open, someone will get their money back on 4 tires.
But I...
Just breathe, Phantom. Breathe.
No purchase necessary. Ends 12/31/25. Visit website for details.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, your favorite drafts are poured at a frosty 29 degrees, and rare barrel-aged whiskeys are served just the way you want them. It's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes in clutch every day from lunch to late night? Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
Hit a home run for happy hour and ask your Twin Peaks girl about local specials on drafts, cocktails, shots, and more.
People can't say enough amazing things about Vanscoy Hair Clinics. Men and women struggle with hair loss every day, and they completely change their lives. Vanscoy Hair Clinics is the only company in Ohio that has PRP, platelet-rich plasma, and the multi-unit hair grafting hair transplant procedure. Go to vanscoyhair.com for more info, or call 614-432-8042. Here's what some of their hair transplant clients have said.
Around 26, 27, I lost almost all of my hair on top. It changed my life in ways that I could not imagine.
My hair is going to continue growing for the rest of my life. There is hope that you can do something about your hair loss.
Multi-unit hair grafting gives you 3 times more hair per procedure, saving you time and money. Hair transplants are more affordable than ever, and PRP is a fast, easy, and effective 45-minute treatment for thinning or damaged hair. Call Vanscoy for a free consultation, 614-432-8042, or visit vanscoyhair.com. That's 614-432-8042. Find out what procedure will restore your hair.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus. The Fan. This is the Fan's Game Day Scoreboard.
This Game Day update is sponsored by Mutual Federal, proudly serving Columbus with personal and business solutions at mutualfederal.com.
Good evening. I'm Jacob Reimer. After a long 2,191 days, the top-ranked Ohio State Buckeyes have earned a win over Michigan 27-9 today in the Big House. Julian Sayin responded from an interception on the opening drive, finishing with 19 completions on 26 passes for 233 yards and threw 3 touchdowns. Running back Bo Jackson had a big day on the ground with 22 carries for 117 yards. The Buckeyes will now head to Indy for the first time since 2020 to take on Indiana in the Big Ten Championship next Saturday. Some action in college football right now. Big Ten, Oregon leads Washington 16-7. Vanderbilt is up on Tennessee 28-21, and Oklahoma trails LSU 10-3. Breaking sports news when it happens on The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Two jabronis talking football.
Thank you, football god.
No better way to spend a Saturday. This is Fan College Football Game Night.
Especially when those 2, and I'll say 3 jabronis feel like winners.
Yeah.
Hard not to. After when you heard Jacob Reimer there in the update, how long it's been since Ohio State's felt like a winner in the game. 121st edition of the greatest rivalry in sports went the way of the visitors. Hail to the visitors. Tito, 27-9. And back in 2007.
Oh, my goodness.
I went to the Ohio State-Michigan game in Ann Arbor.
All right.
Where Beanie Wells ran all over the Wolverines and Vernon Goldstein set up shop in Michigan's
07?
backfield. Yes. I was a senior in high school. I went with my dad. And one of the coolest parts of that game was sitting in, I forget which end zone it was. I think it was the opposite side of the students. And when that game was out of reach for the Wolverines, OHIO connected around all 4 parts of that oval. And you heard it's very similar today, and it's one of the better feelings. If you haven't been able to go up to Ann Arbor for one of these games, I implore you to do so, not only as a fan, but as a fan of college football. Really, it's one of the many bucket list games that you should go see because there's really no atmosphere like it.
Well, and you can see the red all around the lower bowl.
It was a really good job. Today,
Scarlet
for Ohio State fans.
My apologies.
No, it's okay.
My apologies.
I get you. You're ACC.
Because at the beginning of the game, you saw a ton of Scarlet in that bowl.
A lot of Scarlet.
And
I thought Scarlet, too.
Buckeye fans did a hell of a job showing out. Buckeye fans did a hell of a job staying loud throughout that game, and Buckeye fans had to feel so good sitting there watching Michigan fans cry through Mr. Brightside in the fourth quarter.
I have a question for you. I asked you when we got here. How did you watch the game?
Yes.
You said you watched it alone.
I was kind of alone. So
Okay.
I embellished a
Was it
little bit
girlfriend,
because
partner, which one was it?
Partners,
Okay.
parents are in town. We had them for Thanksgiving. And so everybody's kind of puttering around the house. So I'm sitting watching the game. I had 2 TVs. I think it was Miami and Pittsburgh on the other screen. And so I was kind of just sitting there taking this all in. And so there was buzzing around me.
There's been a few years lately. Now, this year was not the case because this year it was at my house. But other years, though, I have watched the game with an obnoxious Michigan fan. A friend of a
you've mentioned that.
The relative of a brother.
Why do you do that?
I got invited to the thing. I'm like, okay, I'll go. It's fine. And then, oh, by the way, my brother's coming. And so he's an obnoxious Michigan fan. But I'm curious for you, would you want to watch a game, or how would you handle that if you have been, like, obviously obnoxious fan, and maybe Ohio State fans are obnoxious, I don't know. Notre Dame fans are. But I'm saying, if you had to watch a game with an obnoxious Michigan fan, would you invite that? Would you say, I'm not doing it? I'm curious how you would handle that.
Before today, I would tell you no. There's no chance in hell that I'm doing that. I'm putting myself through that. But after today,
I'm okay with it
because there's such an incredible weight off of my shoulders as an Ohio State fan.
Yeah.
I'm assuming many Buckeye fans feel the same way.
Sure.
I'd be more open to it. Now, I think Michigan will be better in the coming year. I mean, this was the 15th ranked team in the country. Wolverines were 9-3, 7-2 in conference play. They weren't world beaters by any stretch of the imagination.
Right.
But when they go to their fun little bowl game, they'll probably beat a similarly ranked SEC team.
They'll play SEC 4.
Yeah.
That's fine. But, okay, so.
Probably beat Diego Pavia in Tennessee.
Do you feel more strongly about Ohio State being 1 in today or Michigan being 15 going in today? What do you feel like? Because I don't think Michigan's the 15th best team in the country. I'm confident
I know Ohio State's the number 1 team in the country, but I couldn't name.
Especially how Texas looked last night.
I don't think I could give you that low on the rankings, like who the 15th best team in the country. I couldn't give you the 10th best team in the country is.
It's Miami.
Miami's the 10th best team in the country?
Yep, Miami, Florida. 10th
Sure.
best team in the country.
Not even going to play in their conference championship game.
Okay.
Yeah, that was a little ridiculous today. There was a lot of things in College Game Day that I scratched my head with, but they were showing ACC scenarios, and the font got smaller the further they went, and then they showed Miami, and it was like a paragraph of text. It's like, I'm not reading all that. What the Hurricanes would have to do. Now, they did the one thing where they beat Pittsburgh, but so much else has to happen before they can punch their ticket. I think Virginia and Virginia Tech are one of the games tonight that will decide things in the ACC, but yeah.
It's going to happen at some point, by the way. Maybe things will change dramatically. College football, what are the odds? Anyway, something will change. But I wonder if at some point, though, Reese, will get to the point where they go to that tiebreaker, and the last one's coin flip, and we have coin flip decided on something. Like, I hope that happens because it's ridiculous how many different levels they have already. Like, strength of...
I know that had OU won today,
right?
Or OU won on Friday, they beat Buffalo.
Yep.
And I think it was Ball State beat Miami and Central Michigan beaten Toledo.
Okay.
Then it would have come down to Ohio and Central Michigan with the same record in conference play, and they would have gone to some metric.
Like a point differential against common opponents. Some kind of stupid thing.
Yeah.
Which is why, by the way, you should never complain about teams running up the score.
No.
Because some point differential might be the thing before the coin flip.
Don't even get me started on point differential.
It's such a great spot for Ohio State fans to be in because you just win all your games.
Right, just
and
do it all. No worries.
You rarely are involved in these situations. And like I said in the last hour, this is the 8th time all time for Ohio State that's played football since the late 1800s that they have won every game in a regular season. Just the 8th time. Now, there were 4 seasons where they didn't lose a game, but they had ties.
Yeah.
But for Ohio State, the first time since 2012, Buckeyes have won every single game in the regular season. And now, unlike 2012, you get a chance to go play for a conference championship for the first time in what's felt like a long time. You get to go to Indianapolis and take on an Indiana team that I think is deserving of the number 2 team in the country, being the second-ranked Hoosiers.
And you said 5.5 point spread, right?
Yep. Buckeyes are favored by 5.5.
All 3 of us. Do you want, if you had money on it, I don't want to say gun to your head, that's violent. gun to your partner's head, are you going to take Ohio State or Indiana with a 5.5-point spread there? Reimer?
I think I'd take Ohio State.
Reese, gun to your partner's head.
Right now, I'm taking the Buckeyes.
Okay, wait.
Because
now, what would change?
I don't know.
You?
I don't know if I can't speak to what I'm going to be thinking on Friday.
I mean, if the line moves up, then I would maybe
we're just
change.
saying
right now, minus 5.5.
Yeah.
Minus 5.5.
Yeah, I'm taking the Buckeyes.
I think I trust this defense enough.
Me too.
That's the biggest thing here. And it was funny because Urban was saying it all week, that you had to score 3 touchdowns on this Buckeye team.
Yes.
And there isn't a team right now that I think can really do that.
Okay.
Indiana, maybe.
I will tell you right now, if the line was double digits, I would still take Ohio State. Put them in a dome? Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
The defense travels. The offense?
As we saw today.
Holy cow. Unless they can put snow in a dome, I'm taking Ohio State. I'll lay 11.5. I've got no problem with that.
That's fair. I could understand you're feeling that way right now.
And I can't think of what else would have happened. What else could happen, though, to make me change my mind on that? Like Tate, Jeremiah are healthy. There were no big injuries coming out of this game, Reese. So, like, I'm looking at them, I'm thinking to myself, what could happen? Well,
it's something drastic on the defense.
Hey, if all of a sudden COVID comes back and knocks out half the team, then I might take Indiana. And by the way, by half the team, I mean the first stringers. I don't know. I can't see a scenario where it's less than double digits against Indiana.
I think they've got a really good offense, and I think they have a second best defense in the country. Indiana does. So I think that's a more advantageous team in Indiana than what you faced this season.
Do you think Indiana's the second best team in the Big Ten this year?
Yeah.
Definitively, you feel that
Yes.
way? Okay. I think I would be more worried facing Oregon than I would Indiana. I'm not saying Indiana's not.
Is that just because of the brand?
That's fair. You might be right about that. It could be that, yes.
From the corrections department, this is a good job out of Ethan in the YouTube chat. So Ohio State did go unbeaten in 2019.
Okay.
They went all the way to the college football semifinal and lost to Clemson.
That's what I was wondering. That's wild. It's been since 2012, and I was trying to think of all the other teams that have.
I was doing the exact
through.
same thing earlier today, but again, Ethan, thank you for that. So for the 9th time all time, Ohio State's won every game in the regular season.
Ryan, refracting like you were also curious about it. Never said something.
This is pretty unprecedented territory you're walking into for Ohio State.
Yes, I'm just saying.
You know,
Reimer said, I was going to say it also. You know what, Reese, I was thinking also 2019. I'm not sure about that, but I went with your numbers.
I had a little bit of an issue with the Lane Kiffin narrative this morning, and we're still kind of waiting for white smoke to come out of that chapel in Oxford, Mississippi. We'll discuss that next. It's College Game Night on the Fan.
All the 10 TV people come over to our side of the building to take a deuce. That should tell you something about how we operate. The Fan.
Shopping this time of year can be stressful, but when you've got a guy, everything gets a little easier. Meet my guy, Bob Capace from Worthington Jewelers.
Hey, common man.
Hitting anyone's car today, Bob?
Not yet.
If you're popping the question this holiday season, you'd be an absolute fool not to see Bob at Worthington Jewelers. The store is crowded all the time. Why? Because they give you the best price and service possible, and then people keep coming back.
I'm your guy.
Worthington Jewelers on High Street in Worthington. WorthingtonJewelers.com, where Columbus gets engaged.
Hi, I'm Dr. John Runyon from Runyon Dental Group. Are you missing teeth or do you have uncomfortable dentures? Dental implants can not only transform your smile, they can restore your confidence and allow you to eat those foods you love that you've been missing. When I was in my early 30s, I was in a similar situation needing complex dental work and dental implants. I understand all the emotions that you're feeling because I've been the patient and I know that we can help you. Schedule a free consultation today at RunyonDentalGroup.com. That's RunyonDentalGroup.com.
Thanksgiving is a time to come together, eat together, and share together. And Meijer is making it easier than ever to share more good. Now through November 29th, when you buy Meijer brand Fredericks by Meijer, Purple Cow, or True Goodness Foods, our Simply Give program will provide a meal to help feed up to 4 million neighbors in need. It's the simple way to put the giving and Thanksgiving together. Exclusions apply. See Meijer.com for details. One meal equals 25 cents based on an average meal cost from select Meijer food pantry partners. Learn more at Meijer.com/aboutmeijer/community.html.
Hey there, friends. Bo Bishop here. When passion meets craft, you get High Bank Distillery Co. Home to award-winning spirits, exceptional dining, and an atmosphere that makes every visit unforgettable. Sip on their signature whiskey wort. Explore our handcrafted cocktails made with house-distilled spirits. Hungry? High Bank's menu is packed with locally sourced flavors from brunch favorites to dinner classics. Whether you're gathering with friends or discovering your next favorite drink, High Bank is the place to be. Visit their Grandview, Gahanna, and Westerville locations to experience the best in craft dining and distilling. Learn more at highbankco.com.
Diabetes, high blood pressure, anxiety meds, everyone's on them. If you're a 50-year-old male, maybe a bit porky, and you may even have type 2 diabetes, $1 million of term insurance may only cost you about $200 a month. Call Term Provider. Speak with Big Lou at 800-345-2789. Big Lou will find a term life policy for you even if you have type 2 diabetes, are overweight, or have high blood pressure. Term Provider has helped thousands of people like you who think they can't afford term life insurance. To buy $1 million of affordable term life for you, all you need to do is call Big Lou at 800-345-2789. Lou will make sure the scales are tipped in your favor. Call 800-345-2789. Big Lou will answer your call and work to fit you into a term life policy that you can afford. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too. Call 800-345-2789 or biglou.com.
Get Eco. Every kid deserves new toys at Christmas.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas!
Get Eco. Eco plumbers, electricians, and HVAC technicians donate thousands of dollars to Toys for Tots each year. And this year will be our biggest donation ever.
Are you willing to buy a new toy for a little kid this Christmas?
Every Eco location in Ohio is officially a Toys for Tots drop-off location.
And every Eco plumber, electrician, and HVAC technician will be delighted to transport any new unwrapped toys that you would like to donate to Toys for Tots.
Buy a toy for a kid this Christmas?
Or a bunch of new toys.
And give them to any Eco technician you happen to see.
To drop off a new unwrapped toy at the Eco location nearest you, just go to geteco.com for our street address.
Get Eco. Generous plumbers, Merry Christmas electricians, and buy a kid a new toy this year, HVAC technicians.
Geteco.com.
You can stream the game on your phone while you're gardening. You can stream it while you walk the dog. You can stream it at a trampoline park. You can even stream it at a monster truck rally. But the second you get behind the wheel, the game's over. Remember, Ohio, phones down. It's the law.
'Tis the season for making memories. Give the gift of more time together at Dick's House of Sport and join us for family fun events all season long. Plus, climb a rock wall, test the multi-sport cage, and perfect your swing in a golf simulator. And shop the widest selection of the hottest brands like Nike, FP Movement, Adidas, Carhartt, UGG, and Stanley. Unforgettable moments start here at Dick's House of Sport. Visit dicks.com/House of Sport to see what's happening this season.
Austin and Berm are back with a new daily podcast, the ultimate OSU football insiders. You know, it's refreshing to have some smart people working here from time to time.
The Beat with Austin and Berm on the 10 TV Plus app.
Subscribe today. Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
A few light snow showers this evening with 1 to 2 inches of accumulation possible. Higher totals northwest of Columbus. A brief changeover to rain Sunday morning. Melt some snow, but it'll be blustery with wind up to 30 miles per hour at times and temperatures back below freezing in the afternoon. Then on Monday, partly cloudy and quiet with highs in the mid-30s. I'm meteorologist Mike Joyce on 97.1 The Fan.
Hot takes from the early games, bad predictions for the nightcaps. This is Fan College Football Game Night.
What was playing in the snow like?
Oh, that was fun. I can't count. That was my first snow game ever, so I'm excited. That was fun.
That was Tyler Danberg, sidelines of the Ohio State Sports Network, talking with Caleb Downs after Ohio State's win over Michigan. And one of the cooler images from that post game was Caleb Downs and some of the Buckeyes sitting in the stands, one of the end zones with Ohio State fans. As you had the camera kind of looking over, Michigan players standing in the middle of their field.
Right.
Thinking that Ohio State was going to plant the flag or do something in the middle of the field, a la what they did at Ohio Stadium last season. And you had Ryan Day, who had said, we're going to win with humility.
Yeah.
And that's how you do it for a program that you can be proud of because of a coach that is the right guy for the right place at the right time. Like, you can be proud as an Ohio State fan for what Ryan Day has built with this program, the people that are in that building, coaches, players, and staff. And it's very rare that you have that. Georgia didn't have it. Certainly Michigan didn't have it last time they won the national championship.
I would love to hear from both of you. When I tell you, if I say to you, Ryan Day is the perfect college football coach in today's world, I say perfect.
Uh-huh.
Would either of you disagree?
No.
Nope, not for me.
If Ryan Day, and he's not going to do it. If he goes to Ohio State and says, you know what? I want $20 million a year. If I'm Ohio State, I'm like, okay. Right? Like, he has that kind of power, does he? He has that kind of pull that he is that important to this team in this university that if he says, I want $20 million, Ohio State better say, okay.
Yeah, what the hell, it's not my money.
Well, no, it is your money. Reese, it's your money.
I couldn't give anybody $20.
Was that Ohio State thing right there given to you?
Yes. This is a gift.
Okay, that's a gift. Do you have anything you've ever bought that says Ohio State on it?
No. I've never purchased anything.
This is awkward then. He's over there wearing a Vince Carter Ohio State jersey. But
it's an Ezekiel Elliott jersey.
It says Carter on the back.
You've got to really, really explain the joke you're trying to make, Tito.
I'm not going to make a joke. No, I'm saying
it's going to take too long.
It's
so
okay.
maybe
I'm not going to do it.
We don't do that one.
That's fine. Listen, though, I will tell you this, though. At some point, the $20 million does trickle down to me, Joe Q. Public.
Sure.
Okay, so I'm just saying.
I mean, I think the salary he's making now is trickled down.
It is.
In what I just said about the year 2025 for Ohio State football.
I can't believe you don't buy anything. You haven't bought anything Ohio State related. Everything's given to you.
Tito, I work in radio. I spend money on rent.
What the hell do I do? What am I, chopped liver? I pay for my stuff.
Okay, great. You use your disposable income how you see fit.
Yours isn't disposable. Yours is given to you. If you say to me, hey, I'm giving you Ohio State stuff, I'll take it.
Sure. What argument are you trying to make here, bud?
I was trying to make the argument that it's going to trickle down to you and I, and you said not to me. I'm above that.
It will. Sure.
You became an elitist right there.
Sure. It'll trickle down in wins. You'll have pride in your program.
I'm not going to do that.
Doesn't mean a whole lot to you.
Listen, I've got Ohio State socks I bought, but that's fine. Anyway,
you might show that off to.
Yeah, what
my wife wore them today. But I'm just saying, like, for me, whatever he wanted to give, whatever he wanted Ohio State to pay him, they should pay him.
Sure. I mean, I don't know how you put a value, right, on what he's done, what he's meant for the university, what he's meant for Central Ohio, and I don't think we're too far off from coaches, a coach or two, getting over $15 million. I think we're still a little ways out for 20, but I see and understand your point. I think Lane Kiffin's probably going to eclipse everybody with whatever contract he secures from either LSU or Ole Miss. We're still waiting to see what happens. I know
it's a huge deal, yes.
Florida got dumped the other night, and he, obviously, Lane and Ole Miss beat Mississippi State in the Egg Bowl, and I think there's an outside chance Ole Miss can play for the SEC championship. I think Auburn would have to beat Alabama in the Iron Bowl tonight.
I think that's probably right.
And then Ole Miss would play Georgia next week. But if Lane goes to LSU, that's it. Like, you don't let him coach Ole Miss anymore.
No.
You say, all right, then go. Like, I heard Kirk Herbstreit on, and Nick Saban was on there too, and they're like, you've got to let him finish what he started at Ole Miss. No, you don't.
Nope.
Ole Miss,
I don't blame Lane.
I don't either.
It's the calendar.
Yeah.
It's the calendar.
You got to be able to form a roster for next year if you leave.
Right. And who was Ohio State? Was it Wilson? Who was the DC or OC and took a job at Tulsa?
Kevin Wilson?
Kevin Wilson, right? And then let him stick around.
Yes.
And I questioned that. Even as an OC or coordinator, I still question that. Obviously, Saban of Kiffin at Alabama leading into the championship game after Kiffin took the job, right? So it's like, I understand it.
This is unprecedented.
Yes.
Where you have, a team that's still got championship contention, and they lose their head coach to a team that doesn't have championship contention, but is a sexier job. is a job to where you can recruit the best players right out of high school and you can use the portal and you've got money right away. Like I think the $90 million contract they've got on the table for Kiffin and the $25 million that they've promised to be the minimum they spend on the transfer portal would if Lane were if they're paying for the Lane Kiffin they've got from Ole Miss, you put LSU, you vault them right back up into national contention. Especially if he's able to take some of the players from Ole Miss that have given the Rebels this run.
Which he will. Players that are there and players that aren't there yet that have committed to Ole Miss, they will then go to LSU.
He, I believe, though, will be the first domino to fall. Because I know Penn State's playing tonight. I think it's Michigan State. The Nittany Lions play.
But they play Rutgers.
Rutgers.
Yeah,
it's the bowl game. The winner gets a bowl game.
Winner gets a bowl game.
That's a huge game.
The Penn State might be the second domino to where if Lane announces LSU, then you kind of turn and go, all right, what's Penn State going to do? And obviously they were never in the Lane Kiffin contention, but do they keep Terry Smith on if Penn State, in fact, is champions of the bowl game?
Do you guys remember when, like, the time frame that Kalen DeBoer signed with Alabama, like when that news went down?
I don't remember when Caleb signed.
Because, like, this could be a good example because it was, last year wasn't your typical Alabama. It was a slow, they missed the playoff last year, right?
Yeah.
And, like, it could be a good example of if Kiffin doesn't make a deal until after the calendar year, he might not be able to have what is expected at LSU.
It won't happen. Like, if it doesn't happen tomorrow, it's not happening. As far as, he's going to make a decision. We'll get announced tomorrow. It's going to be LSU. Breaking news. But if it doesn't happen tomorrow, it can't happen. Just because LSU's got to be at some point like, look, dude, we need somebody here to get ready for next year. And if they keep dragging it out there, you got the transfer portal open and closes. Now, unless you want to come out and say, hey, look, he's going to be our coach. We think, maybe, but you can't really do that.
Well, and if he leaves immediately, isn't there a 30-day window for his players to then hit the portal?
There absolutely is.
So then could they, if they are in the playoff, could they not have a roster?
They could.
If enough players hit the portal.
It's very much the possibility. So,
but that's what's happened with the college football count. By the way, Rutgers leads Penn State 36-33.
I was just looking
at that.
Fourth quarter,
And that early fourth quarter, but still fourth quarter.
Other scores from around the country right now. You've got number 6 Oregon with a 19-7 lead over Washington. There's about 12 minutes left to go from Seattle. Oklahoma and the aforementioned LSU Tigers are tied at 10. There's 14 minutes left to go in Norman. Vanderbilt leads Tennessee 31-24. They got 12 and change left to go in the fourth quarter from Knoxville. That game feels of little consequence to me because both of those teams, the winner is going to say, we deserve to be in the college football playoff. Sure. And everybody else in the country could be like, no, you don't.
By the way,
not Vanderbilt, not Tennessee.
Mad respect for you.
What's that?
The way you do the step away from the microphone and yell. I've never perfected that, and you do a great job.
It's really simple, Tito.
No, I'm just telling you. No, I'm just saying. Listen. I never have the wherewithal to do it. I just yell into the microphone. I'm giving you mad props for that. That is honest to God props.
Well, I'll take
that. You do a great job of it.
The only conference championship game outside of the Big Ten that's been finalized is the Big 12. It's Dr. Pepper Big 12 championship.
Of course it is.
We've got a rematch, Texas Tech and BYU. Really, I think the only way the Big 12 gets a second team into the playoff is if BYU is able to beat Texas Tech.
100%.
In next week's Big 12
championship. Yes, I think that's accurate.
Game.
Yeah.
If Texas Tech, and the committee loves the Big 12, but I just don't see Utah does not have enough, and BYU has that loss to Texas Tech. But you've got that Big 12 game next Saturday at noon, the one that we will be looking forward to, because this will never get old to say.
Yeah.
Ohio State goes undefeated in the regular season in the year 2025. 12-0, and caps it off with a 27-9 win over number 15 Michigan. The Buckeyes will play Indiana next Saturday at 8 o'clock for the Big Ten Championship. We'll, of course, have that game right here on The Fan, where our coverage is going to start next Saturday at 9 a.m.
Why wouldn't it?
We're going to do a ton of sports Saturday.
Yes.
Tito and I are going to do some sports Saturday. Timmy and Tyvis are going to do some sports Saturday. We'll have pregame. We'll have tailgate shows. And then we'll be ready for the 8 o'clock-ish kickoff. And I'm kind of hoping after today that we have less and less Fox broadcasts. Gus and Joel are starting to lose it on me. I'm just really tired of playing at that big noon spot. I get it. Ohio State, Michigan, from here on forever, play that game at noon. Can we get a CBS nooner?
I think we will see next week. It'll
Can I
be
get
8
some
o'clock.
Gary and Brad in my life?
I would love some more CBS 3:30 kicks.
That'd be great. I'm with you. Yes, I agree.
I
with you
don't
on
want
that.
Ohio State, Michigan going to 3:30, but if CBS would like to take the game from Fox, and then just have it at noon.
Right. Either we're up at 6 a.m. or we're on the air till 11:45.
I remember I used to be the biggest Gus Johnson fan, and the more we go, the less I enjoy the experience.
I like Gus Johnson basketball.
I used to like a good Gus-gasm.
Big East tournament.
Now I hear him, freak out about a Fernando Mendoza touchdown pass, and I go, all right, well, maybe it's me getting old, which is a valid thing.
Reimer dropped a basketball
I am.
reference there. It's fine.
I mean, you set it on a tee for me.
I didn't set it on a tee for you. I said I like a basketball.
Nobody didn't hear
There
the
we go.
basketball reference.
There we go.
Everybody got the basketball reference. Not a single person was like, I wonder what he was talking about.
He made a basketball reference.
It's not so hard.
You're right. It's not.
I
Sitting
don't
here, it's not. You're right.
I'm really not that talented, Tito. I
Okay.
appreciate.
Well, I gave you props.
I appreciate the props.
That's fine.
Speaking of props, you can't do this with any other bets, but your Heisman odds, they kind of look the same. Should they? We'll discuss that next. It's College Game Night on the Fan.
Save a good deal more with Meijer Black Friday deals every day of the week, November 23rd through the 29th. Enjoy huge savings on the hottest gifts and must-have items, like select shoes or boots for the whole family. Buy one, get one for just $1. We're adding even more great deals during our 3-day sale, Thursday through Saturday, like buy one, get one free team sports apparel and 50% off Hatchimals Alive interactive toys. 7 days of holiday deals and savings. That's the good life at Meijer. Exclusions apply. See all deals in the Meijer app.
Would you enjoy watching a football game if the officials were paid a bonus for every flag they threw? Or a basketball game where the refs got paid for every foul they called? Okay, how about hiring a furnace and AC company that pays its technicians by the number of parts they can sell you? Hi, this is Dennis, president of Care Heating and Cooling, and today, this is how many companies operate. They call it performance pay, and it rewards technicians by paying them more for billing you more. Why is this bad? Because it abuses your trust in a technician to be treated fairly and honestly. At Care, we've been family-owned for 31 years and have always paid our technicians by the hour for repairs. We'll show you exactly what needs to be fixed and why, and give you our low upfront cost before we start. And unlike other companies, our technicians will never be rewarded for throwing more flags. Our Central Ohio-based staff is here for you 7 days a week. Care Heating and Cooling. Book an appointment online at careheatingandcooling.com or call us at 1-800-COOLING. When you need a company you can trust.
Hi, I'm Dr. John Runyon from Runyon Dental Group. Are you missing teeth or do you have uncomfortable dentures? Dental implants can not only transform your smile, they can restore your confidence and allow you to eat those foods you love that you've been missing. When I was in my early 30s, I was in a similar situation needing complex dental work and dental implants. I understand all the emotions that you're feeling because I've been the patient and I know that we can help you. Schedule a free consultation today at runyondentalgroup.com. That's runyondentalgroup.com.
This is Fan College Football Game Night. Scores, recaps, and hot takes.
Damn, I love football.
Hot. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
I think there was some trepidation about the status of Carnell Tate over the past couple of weeks, but it felt like to me when you asked most Ohio State fans, is 17 playing against Michigan? Most, if not all, said yeah, he'll be out there. Because while it was, I think, kept under wraps, I still think there was enough out there from even Ryan Day that said they're working on it. They're working to get out there. And because of what, to Tito's earlier point, was the calendar's so screwy, and now you have the expanded college football playoff, you're going to be talking about rest and in a lot more important fashion than you've ever talked about it before. Because all of these guys are injured. I mean, Michigan was dealing with this their string of injuries. Everybody's hurt right now at this time of the season.
Yep.
You have to weigh it on the importance of. You have to look at your goal, and then you have to weigh it each game. And UCLA, Rutgers, Purdue, unfortunately for those teams, they're not important.
So it's a conscious effort by Day and the staff, right?
Yeah.
I mean, like the fact that we've heard them say they're not as up-tempo as they were, they played like 2 games fewer.
They've sat on the ball.
Right.
So much. And there was that.
And it's all by design.
Yeah.
And it's brilliant.
It is. And it's mind-numbing at times as a fan.
I know.
Because you do want to have, you know that this is a football Ferrari.
Especially bet the over.
Today, well, yes. If you're somebody who's interested in that, although Ohio State did cover.
Yes, they covered.
I think the final line I saw was Ohio State minus 9.5.
They covered that part. I'm saying the over-under, though. But
sure.
That's a Rothman thing. That's not us.
No, I'm sure nobody in this vicinity's ever had to fret over anything like that in a game. But with
Ryan just live betted.
The Buckeyes have wanted to do, it flies in the face of times of what you know this team can do.
Yeah.
Because you've seen it in the college football playoff, and you've seen it at times this season where they can go up tempo, they can take deep shots, and they can pour it on opponents.
Weather will never be a factor again this season.
It was never a factor until today.
Right. I'm saying you'll never have a wet. It's like if you were worried about Ohio State, how will they do in weather? Will it be okay? The passing game will be okay? Yes, it will be, by the way. And I know in the second half, the snow hit, all that stuff started coming down, and there was like, will they be? Yeah, they're fine.
And what this Ohio State attack has done through 12 games this season has allowed you now to open it up.
Yeah.
Was allowed you now to go to the Hoosier Dome in Indianapolis, open track. If Ohio State wins the Big Ten championship, goes out to the Rose Bowl, you're in Pasadena, California, open track. A lot of offense similar to what you saw in the Rose Bowl last year when you opened it up on Oregon.
Yeah.
Like this is all of that work that Ohio State's done to keep their guys as fresh as possible. The keeping Jeremiah and Carnell on wraps or under wraps on ice.
Right.
The past couple of weeks, you open them up a little bit because it's the game. And Jeremiah and Carnell, I don't think there was any way they'd have had to been like John Simon injured for them to not be playing today.
Yes.
Now you get to kind of open it up. Yeah. And so now I do think this becomes almost a 180 from an Ohio State attack to where I don't know if they're going to keep going up tempo because I don't think they've given Julian enough reps at that in live fire game situations. So I think there's still going to be some huddling, but I think more shots are going to be taken. I think you're going to spread things out more. I thought the offensive line, while Michigan gave you its best shot early.
Yep.
Ohio State's offensive line rebounded really well in this game.
Look good.
And Bo Jackson, I think, is becoming the complete running back in terms of his pass catching out of the backfield, in terms of his running and seeing lanes and running through tackles. But he's pass blocking at an elite level now. And you saw him at times today pick up defenders that gave you that kind of confidence that you were going to, like you had with Travion last year. What he did, in my opinion, so well was pass protect. And what it made it so much easier for the quarterback, for Will Howard, is he had time because those were picked up by the running back. And so that's what Bo Jackson's doing now to add to his already impressive resume. And Bo Jackson, Julian Sain's the MVP, but man, Bo Jackson, 22 carries, 117 yards. And I want them now to, if Bo Jackson gets you down the field, Bo Jackson should be the guy to punch it in the end zone.
100%. I completely agree.
Okay.
CJ Donaldson, I have great appreciation for.
Okay.
But Bo Jackson's
reward the man for getting
Bo Jackson's
you down there.
your bell cow.
All right.
Let him just run through somebody. He was doing it every drive he was doing it.
In Super Bowl 20. Yes, there was a Super Bowl 20. The Bears beat the Patriots.
Tito.
Shut up. 46-10. William Refrigerator Perry had 2 rushing touchdowns as a defensive tackle. They gave him the ball. He scored twice. Walter Payton did not score once. In that situation, they should have let Walter Payton score a touchdown. He's a veteran in a Super Bowl who's been there for years for Chicago.
They had Caden McDonald in the backfield in the goal line today.
Fine. Bo Jackson,
I'm not handing it to him. I'm not handing it to one of the tight ends. Like, I'm not doing that.
If this was his final season, his final Michigan game, and you're down there close, I would say, yes, you've got to give him the damn ball. Right now, though, I don't feel obligated to give him that ball. I agree. Bo Jackson is fantastic. I love Bo Jackson. Like, almost inappropriately love Bo Jackson, okay? Love him.
Hubba.
No, that's not too hubba. Now it got inappropriate. Now it got awkward. But nonetheless.
For you.
I also know, once for me, you said hubba. And by the way, hubba, you've never sounded older. But nonetheless,
cool.
Hubba's something my grandparents would have said.
Next I'll start quacking
that's
at the
fine.
time.
Yeah, right, that's fine. Okay. Where am I at? I love Bo Jackson. I love Isaiah West. I love both of them.
Isaiah West looked good. The way he pinballs off defenders is so much fun. There's a lot to love about Ohio State and its offense right now, But when you see guys like Isaiah West and Bo Jackson pinball off defenders the way they did today in Michigan, like next year's going to be just as much fun, I think.
But I don't feel obligated.
And Julian saying and Jeremiah Smith.
Right, and also Chris Henry Jr. But I don't feel obligated, like, I've got to give it to Bo right now. I will later, but in this instance, just whoever you think is the best option, the best opportunity to score, give it to that guy.
Okay, I hear you. I don't agree.
Hubba.
I'm at the point of the season where if you're running Bo Jackson down there and you're in the red zone, I think the only time I agreed with with one play they were going to run offensively in the red zone, they had a offsides on the tight end where he's going to roll out, and I forget who he had open.
Right.
But like that's the only time I was like, hey, that's great red zone play calling. Everything else today, I was like, why are they doing that? And a lot of it was they handed the ball off to C.J. Donaldson. Why are they doing that?
Ohio State does a great job of teaching running backs how to block. That's why Zeke was so damn valuable in the NFL.
Yeah.
He could pass block.
Yeah.
Other guys can do it too. Kaffer in the chat, and this is for you, Reimer. He said, Eric should just run the show. Nobody else can talk. Now, should I take that as Eric's the one who's smart and no one else should talk?
Don't take it as that.
I just don't want any more of my college basketball chime-ins.
That's fine. Or is he saying that Eric's dominating the show, no one else can talk? Which way would you take that? I'm reading out the chat.
Ooh.
How would you interpret that? Would you interpret it as Eric's the smartest guy in the room, everyone else shut the hell up, or Eric's talking too much?
I think it's more of a shot at you and me, Tito.
Okay, that's fine. I don't know how to read it. I don't know what this is. Somebody else says it's live. No. This is our best recorded option.
We recorded it as soon as the game. We recorded it as soon as Carnell Tate caught a touchdown pass in the third quarter. And then we got into a studio. We said, "Are we just going to do the post game?"
Yeah, this is the unedited version, right?
We kind of figured out how it was going to go.
Right? Yes, we saw it coming.
There's been few things as satisfying as an Ohio State fan as today.
Yeah.
I've just got to be honest. The more I think about it, and the more I go back and relive, and you took copious notes, or at least I did from the game today.
I did.
And then you remember the look of, I mean, it almost looked like Ryan Day at the beginning of the game where he's talking to Jenny Taft, like he kind of knew what was going to happen here.
Yeah.
And to see the team behave the way they did throughout that game where, it was getting real chippy. And I kept it in the back of my head all week that when Ryan Day was talking about training camp, he said that he had never had to break up so many fights before a season. And I thought that could come back to bite Ohio State in the ass, because if you are playing, if you're a little clinched,
right,
and you're playing with an edge, Michigan's going to get the better of you in situations like that.
Sure.
And they didn't.
I can never get agreed with some about the fights in preseason and all stuff. I can never tell if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Like, I had to break up a lot of fights, a lot of things going on. Guys are chippy. Guys have each other.
Room.
I think if the coach is saying it, he's comfortable enough letting it be known, and I think he's okay with it. Is how I would read it.
All right.
Because he's not going to tell you something if he's not thrilled with it, especially at the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
But I think one of the things he wanted to get out there was the edge his team has. And he's talked about it all week. I mean, he's talked about it all year. Yeah. And it's such a tip of the cap to the job that he has done, being CEO of the Ohio State football. I mean, the Fortune 500 company, but also coaching young men. And that the message hasn't faltered. Like, the message hasn't wavered. Like, the message has been consistent since they won the national championship with this group. And the tremendous buy-in that these guys have had is giving you what you have today.
I don't know if I asked this question for you, sir, but if before Day took the job, if you would have said, Ryan Day, this is what the job will look like 7 years from now, do you think you'd still take it?
God, I don't know how anybody could.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you say, hey, Ryan Day, by the way, you're the head coach now, you're following Urban, but by the way, we got NIL, we're going to have all this other crap going on. Would you still take the job?
Do you want the first part is a tough in general.
Such a tough I know, such a tough sell.
But
so you got to follow that guy who never lost to Michigan.
Right. So I'm saying, I wonder if Ryan Day would still accept the job if they had told you this is what the future is going to, not wins and losses, just this is what the job is going to be.
Well, I think we can also admit that this is a completely different human being.
Sure.
Like, he's evolved completely from this time last year. And it's the trials and the tribulations that he's gone through, I think, that have molded him into what he is now. So I don't know what that Ryan Day back then, because that's not the same person.
Right.
And all of this changes a human. But you've got the best one leading the program. And the guys that he has brought in, the understanding that the Matt Patricia gamble, because I'll call it that, because when he brought him on, you only really had the tenure in Detroit to go off of. I mean, yeah, sure, he was with Philadelphia for a couple of weeks. He was the Eagles consultant there. He might have been their quasi-offensive coordinator, whatever it was. But you had the Matt Patricia in Detroit. The hell is this? And he's only got the best defense that Ohio State's seen since 2002.
Right. Look, Ohio State lost a bunch of players off a national championship team.
They sent 8 to the NFL.
Okay. And then they also have a new DC, and they're better.
Yeah.
They're better.
Maybe have the number 1 overall pick on that defense.
Yeah. Arvell Reese had a form tackle that if you ever get bored and watch a lot of YouTube, maybe you're doing now, and we're in a commercial break, just watch Goldberg spear people. And what Arvell Reese did to a dude today was a perfect spear form tackle.
And he did the rock the
and
baby.
And then he rocked the baby. The confidence on this team was brimming today. And it was so much fun. It's when Cornell Tate catches that, and I forget the pose that he had made. Was it Tate that did the pose, but Ennis did the silencer?
Yeah, Tate or Ennis did the LeBron silencer, yeah.
And then shout out to Brutus for crossing out the M in the end zone. And then while the snow was touching the ground, doing script Ohio, and you had to see Michigan staffers scramble.
I can't get out of my head.
Try to get it cleaned up.
I can't get out of my head how much he looks like the Pixar lamp jumping to dot the I and twist around like it. Do you see what I'm picking up on?
Guys, this is so much fun.
Look,
I don't
listen.
I'm
This is
at
a great
loss
day.
for words by how much I'm enjoying this right now.
Reese.
And I really hope that they're a fan, because what my dad and I did when we were driving back in 2007 was we tuned into local radio stations in Detroit. And then we caught some in Toledo, because Toledo is probably the border of this rivalry. I would say it's not the state border, but
we can give it back to
it's
Michigan,
probably the Ohio State-Michigan rivalry border.
Yep.
And to hear people call in just apoplectic at that Michigan team and what had happened to it since the beginning of the season, because that was the App State season, to where it was then, and an Ohio State that was being dominated with Jim Tressel. For the Ohio State fans to be driving out of that to come into this. And I hope some of them are catching us now driving back from Ann Arbor.
I'm going to ask this question, knowing it could be a big foot-in-the-mouth moment. Is your dad alive? He's still alive?
Yes.
Okay, great. Yeah. I'm glad to hear that. Okay, because I feel bond with my dad on Ohio State-Michigan Day. Just because that's why I was made. I had that's what I was. You can say brainwashed. That's fine. Whatever it was, though, it's through my dad. It's days like today, and my dad's still alive, by the way, breaking news. Anyway, no, I'm just saying he's alive, but no, anyway, I'm saying, though, that I have that bond with him. I talked to him this morning before the game, and we had a conversation about old Ohio State games and things we felt watching Ohio State games, and I feel that bond with him. And do you still feel that with your dad? Did you talk to your dad today?
Not today.
Ooh. Awkward?
It's not.
No, it's fine.
Right after the game, you're preparing for a show.
You could have done it from 11 a.m. You could have talked to him. There wasn't any show prep
during the game. I don't talk to anybody.
Okay, that's fine. But your dad was.
I was
alive
Twitter
before the game. Your dad's on Twitter?
No.
Okay, then you were on Twitter. That's fine. But your dad wasn't. Carolina Hoops play today there. You talk to your dad over there, Ryan. I'm just saying, that was a great father-son moment there we were talking about. You should have lied on the radio.
I'm not the biggest fan of doing that.
My dad's really dead. So there, I just told that. No, my dad's alive. He is. He's alive.
How do you do this? How does Bob do this?
Honestly,
whatever they pay Bobby Carpenter to deal with you on a daily basis.
I got you. Pay him more. I'm with you.
I think they need to give him a raise.
They should. You know what? That's what Carp needs is more money. That's a good call by you, Reese. That's bang that drum all you want. We should give Carp more money for what he does.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine.
He's got to deal with you and Bodie.
Oh, God, don't. Bodie's a saint.
Well, Bodie's got a late night tonight.
Yes, he's already talked about that.
Notre Dame Fighting Irish.
Yeah, Stanford.
Of the last, and Stanford, they have a head coach.
They have a head coach now, you're right.
But Notre Dame and Stanford, that's at 10:30 tonight. Again, I think the latest game of the evening. At 8 o'clock, you've got SMU in California. The Ponies, that's a traditional ACC matchup.
Of course it is, yes.
SMU still alive for a conference championship berth. But Virginia's probably got the best path. All they have to do is beat Virginia Tech tonight at 7. We'll do some scoreboard updates, and you'll hear from Ryan Day more on this historic win by Ohio State against Michigan coming up next. College Game Night on The Fan.
Winners of the prestigious Platinum Microphone Award every year, given to the best radio station in the world. No need to look it up. It's real. The Fan.
Factory direct is really pretty simple. The factory sells it directly to the consumer. I mean, we build it. There's nothing that anybody else does. We have stations where everybody touches the window. Everyone sees what's going on. So if there's an issue, we catch it as it's going down the line. That's probably the biggest thing, is the ability to make sure what goes out the door is what I want to go out the door.
Visit Rosati Windows by the end of this month and get 35% off all windows and doors.
Hey there, friends. Bo Bishop here. Looking for a bottle of the best blended whiskey in America? Well, look no further than High Bank Distillery Co. Their Whiskey War Barrel Proof won this prestigious title at the San Francisco World Spirits Competition. That's the most prestigious spirits competition in the world. From their classic Whiskey War to Double Oak to my personal favorite, the Cigar Cask, there is something for everyone. Find a bottle near you and learn more at highbankdistillery.com. Drink the best, forget the rest.
People can't say enough amazing things about Vanscoy Hair Clinics. Men and women struggle with hair loss every day, and they completely change their lives. Vanscoy Hair Clinics is the only company in Ohio that has PRP, platelet-rich plasma, and the multi-unit hair grafting hair transplant procedure. Go to vanscoyhair.com for more info, or call 614-432-8042. Here's what some of their hair transplant clients have said.
Around 26, 27, I lost almost all of my hair on top. It changed my life in ways that I cannot imagine.
My hair is going to continue growing for the rest of my life. There is hope that you can do something about your hair loss.
Multi-unit hair grafting gives you 3 times more hair per procedure, saving you time and money. Hair transplants are more affordable than ever, and PRP is a fast, easy, and effective 45-minute treatment for thinning or damaged hair. Call Vanscoy for a free consultation, 614-432-8042, or visit vanscoyhair.com. That's 614-432-8042. Find out what procedure will restore your hair.
2 guys drove to work. Neither guy wore a seatbelt. One guy got a ticket. One guy didn't. The same 2 guys drove home. One guy wore a seatbelt. One guy didn't. One guy made it home. The guy not wearing his seatbelt didn't. Don't risk it. Click it or ticket. Paid for by NHTSA.
At the Ohio Lottery, we make Keno fun, your way. That means every few minutes across Ohio, 20 out of 80 possible numbers are randomly picked. And if some of the numbers you picked match, voila, you're a winner. Keno doesn't require you to know a single thing about sports skidball or overs, unders, pluses, minuses, or lines, or whatever else. Keno is as simple as, did some of my numbers match? They did? Great. You just raked in some dough. There are more than 20 hours of Keno draws every day and thousands of places to play statewide. Lottery players are subject to Ohio laws and commission regulations. Play responsibly.
Feeling stuck on your own 10-yard line in the career game? Maybe it's time to just go for IT. My Computer Career has the game plan to score a rewarding new IT career in months. Whether you're a rookie, a breakout career changer, or a military veteran ready to serve. Why spend years chasing a college degree when you can fast track your future in IT starting now? Take your mark, get set, go for IT. Take the free career evaluation at mycomputercareer.edu today. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
Diabetes, high blood pressure, anxiety meds, everyone's on them. If you're a 50-year-old male, maybe a bit porky, and you may even have type 2 diabetes, $1 million of term insurance may only cost you about $200 a month. Call Term Provider. Speak with Big Lou at 800-345-2789. Big Lou will find a term life policy for you even if you have type 2 diabetes, are overweight, or have high blood pressure. Term Provider has helped thousands of people like you who think they can't afford term life insurance. To buy $1 million of affordable term life for you, all you need to do is call Big Lou at 800-345-2789. Lou will make sure the scales are tipped in your favor. Call 800-345-2789. Big Lou will answer your call and work to fit you into a term life policy that you can afford. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too. Call 800 1-800-345-2789 or biglou.com.
At Baths R Us, we believe home improvement is life improvement, and that starts with the team who brings your vision to life. Our installers aren't just skilled, they're experts.
This is who we are. This is what we do all day, every day.
Right now, get $1,500 off a shower or tub replacement or $3,000 off a full bathroom remodel. Plus, loads and no monthly payments. Call 380-225-BATH to schedule your free estimate or go to bathsrus.com. 380-225-2284. Baths R Us, where dreams soak in.
In the old days when people lived to be 40, you only had one option for listening to your favorite show. But now, ooh, baby, radio, podcast, the Fan app, and YouTube, ooh, just to name a few, live or on demand. You have no excuses. The Fan. Enjoy all the football this weekend, but remember to join us for Reaction Monday.
Sponsored by the Roofing Guys.
The Fan. This is Fan College Football Game Night, your home of all things football.
All you boys think about is football.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
So we will actually have that Notre Dame-Stanford game on The Fan. Okay. It's a 10:30 kick out in Palo Alto, and we've got coverage starting at 10 o'clock. So you'll be able to see or hear the Irish and the tree, the Cardinal.
A couple things. Every time anybody on the station says ACC, Reimer has to do a shot. You can't see it because it's not on camera. Yeah, Reimer does a shot every time. ACC, you said it again. There we go.
Drinking on the air.
Yes. Also, well, he's gambling. It doesn't matter. But Garen Eggleston, who's a Morning Juice Hall of Fame chatter, and Todd Father both said they talked. Oh, Todd Father says talk to my son every day. And Garen says my dad too. So
the Todd Father is my dad.
What's that? The Todd Father's your dad?
Yes.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Good job, Todd Father. Good
Todd Father,
job being a dad.
You
made a good one.
Is he lying?
No.
You talk to your dad every day?
Yeah, I was texting him during the game and everything.
To lie about
text, I said text. I said, do you talk to him every day?
Yes.
Okay, that's fine. Good enough. I appreciate that. That's great.
So looking at the latest odds for the Heisman Trophy, Jeremiah Love's third plus 600. He's probably the best running back in the country.
He is.
But Julian Sainz at plus 145, Fernando Mendoza plus 120. It really comes down to next week in Indianapolis. And I think Julian Sainz acquitted himself more so. I would have thought his odds would be better than Mendoza's because beating Michigan and the performance that Julian Sainz had with 3 touchdowns is way more impressive at Michigan in a snowstorm than doing what Mendoza did to Purdue Friday night in a game that nobody saw.
We talk about Heisman moments, and I think that Julian Sainz's Heisman moment has just been his pure dominance throughout the season, and especially in his response to that opening drive. And just adding to the case, doing this in the snow and cold weather where everyone's slipping and everything, and he's still out there throwing deep balls to his wide receivers.
We have fallen in love with the Heisman moment from the time Flutie did it against Miami. Yeah. That was when the Heisman, that was Anthony Davis did it in the 70s with a return against Notre Dame, but that's okay. I'm saying, like, for the most part, though, the Heisman moment started for us with Flutie's pass against Miami. Now, Mendoza may have had one in that game against Penn State. And I agree with you. I think the Heisman moment, say it as a Heisman moment, but that doesn't mean he's not the Heisman winner.
It's not. It doesn't have to be flashy, I think. It's just if you are controlled, you are controlling games like Julian Sainz is. Like, he's a gamer. He's a game manager. And he's done a phenomenal job of that, especially in this game today.
Yeah, I agree with that. No, I think he has. I think he's the best. I shouldn't say the best. I'm going to tell you right now, the best player in college football is Caleb Downs. He's the best player in college football.
He had a spear-like tackle, too.
He did. I'm telling you, he is the best player in college. He will not win the Heisman. He won't get invited. The second best player in college football is Jeremiah Smith. He will get invited. He won't win.
There's a better chance that he doesn't get invited than
winning. That's fair. You're right. So, I don't blame. I'm just saying, like, I know what the Heisman is. It no longer means what it used. We had a discussion. I don't want to do it again, but we had discussion before. It doesn't mean what it used to mean.
It will come down, I think, to next week in Indianapolis. I think you have the moment for either Fernando Mendoza or Julian Sainz, because Diego Pavia's plus 650, so his odds are slightly heavier than Jeremiah Love's. Jeremiah Smith, just for those interested, he's plus 10,000.
Ooh.
So he's right above Jacob Rodriguez, the linebacker out of Texas Tech. But back to the Sain Mendoza conversation, is they will have both opportunities to accumulate stats, opportunity to have moment, opportunity to win a conference championship on the final day that we'll all get to see as a country before the Heisman vote is finalized. A Browns conversation that I wanted to have with Tito, because why the hell not? And any update on Lane Kiffin, that's coming up next. College Game Night on the Fan.
There's nothing Bo Bishop can't do well, except find competent co-hosts. Bishop and Friends.
Weekdays from 9 to noon.
The Fan.
When we started the company, I was absolutely going to build my own plant. We can build a very, very good window and sell it at a reasonable price. If you buy from a company that is a dealer, they have to order the part from the factory, have it sent, and then schedule a service. I got 500 locks out back. If you need a lock, it'll take me 15 seconds to walk back here and grab one for you.
Visit Rosati Windows by the end of this month and get 35% off all windows and doors.
'Tis the season for making memories. Give the gift of more time together at Dick's House of Sport and join us for family fun events all season long. Plus, climb a rock wall, test the multi-sport cage, and perfect your swing in a golf simulator. And shop the widest selection of the hottest brands like Nike, FP Movement, Adidas, Carhartt, UGG, and Stanley. Unforgettable moments start here at Dick's House of Sport. Visit dicks.com/House of Sport to see what's happening this season.
Common Man and Bob Capace here for Worthington Jewelers. Bob, why should people trust you for their holiday shopping this year?
Family owned and operated for 25 years. We're known for helping guys make great decisions. Unlike me hiring you, Common Man.
You know, I was thinking, I've been a good, clean boy this year. You got anything for me over there?
How about a nice anklet?
Sold. Worthington Jewelers on High Street in Worthington. WorthingtonJewelers.com, where Columbus gets engaged.
Hi, I'm Dr. John Runyon from Runyon Dental Group. Are you missing teeth or do you have uncomfortable dentures? Dental implants can not only transform your smile, they can restore your confidence and allow you to eat those foods you love that you've been missing. When I was in my early 30s, I was in a similar situation needing complex dental work and dental implants. I understand all the emotions that you're feeling because I've been the patient and I know that we can help you. Schedule a free consultation today at runyondentalgroup.com. That's runyondentalgroup.com.
Hey there, friends. Bo Bishop here. At High Bank Distillery, they believe every pour should tell a story. The Whiskey War spirits tell the story of Prohibition in every sip. Whiskey War was awarded the best blended whiskey in America 3 years running at the San Francisco World Spirits Competition, the largest and most respected spirits competition in the world. Enjoy their naturally recognized spirits distilled right here in Ohio. Stop by your local liquor store or order a bottle direct to your door at sealbacks.com. Drink the best. Forget the rest. Learn more at highbankdistillery.com.
What's better than giving a gift everyone wants? Getting free gas and groceries by earning perks on gift cards purchased at Giant Eagle, Market District, and Get-Go. Choose from hundreds of gift cards to make everyone merry this holiday season from the biggest retailers and best brands, all while earning you free gas and groceries. Stop in our stores for bonus perk offers on gift cards. Give the gift everyone wants and get a little something for yourself, too. The holidays are magical at Giant Eagle, Market District, and Get-Go.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus. The Fan. This is the Fan's Game Day Scoreboard.
This Game Day update is sponsored by Mutual Federal, proudly serving Columbus with personal and business solutions at mutualfederal.com.
Good evening. I'm Jacob Reimer. Columbus, you can celebrate. The losing streak has come to an end as the top-ranked Ohio State Buckeyes handled Michigan today, 27-9 in the Big House, earning their first win over the team up north since 2019. Julian Sayin added to his Heisman case, completing 19 of his 26 passes for 233 yards, and he tossed 3 touchdowns. Running back Bo Jackson had a big day on the ground with 22 carries for 117 yards. The Buckeyes now, for the first time since 2020, have punched their ticket to Indy to take on Indiana in the Big Ten Championship next Saturday. Live in college football right now, Big Ten, Oregon leads Washington 26-14. Vanderbilt is up on Tennessee 45-24, and Oklahoma is beating LSU 17-10. Breaking sports news when it happens on The Fan.
You're listening to Fan College Football Game Night.
Feels good. You get to celebrate this for another 364 days. Mm-hmm. First time in a long time. Was it 2,191 days the Michigan man kept barking into our ears?
That's fine, but they cheated and there was a COVID year. Whatever. I don't care. Okay, we'll celebrate today.
Why do you make it sound like it's a chore?
No, I'm just saying, like I'm.
This is a cause for jubilation.
It is. I'm jubial. Is that the right word?
Sure.
What's the exception for last year?
Is jubilee a word? Jubial a word?
Jubilant.
Jubilant's a word.
Jovial.
Okay. Am I jubilant? I'm freaking happy. Okay.
Good.
That's where we're at. And yes, but Ohio State had that long thing for a while where like Michigan hasn't won in X amount of days, and it was all legit. But Michigan doing the Ohio State hasn't won, and this made it's a lie. It's fraudulent. It's a lie.
Okay.
That's all. But
I agree with you.
Valid argument.
I agree with you, except for last year.
Okay, last year's fine. But that would mean 364 days since Ohio State beat Michigan. Whatever you want to say, that's fine. Yeah. But it's not 2,000-something days. God, I wish I could say some words.
Ohio State's last win in the rivalry came in 2019. We are in 2025, and now we no longer have to worry about these things because Ohio State's beaten Michigan.
Okay.
And Ohio State has wrapped up an undefeated, unblemished regular season.
Who hasn't Ohio State played this year in the Big Ten? Give me a team. Indiana.
They will play next week for the Big Ten championship.
Okay. That's
we'll
a
have
bad
coverage
example.
on the fan all week.
That's fine.
It'll kick off at 8 o'clock
right.
next Saturday
you and I are on
from
too.
Indianapolis.
Yeah, we do something.
Buckeye Roundtable will be on Tuesday.
Okay.
You'll hear from Ryan Day and Kurt Signetti tomorrow, 3 to 4. They'll do the coaches' teleconference.
Argument.
Right now, the Buckeyes are still in Ann Arbor because it started to snow a little bit more than it did even in the second half of that game. We're trying to get Tyler Danberg on, but they are...
Is that the reason?
That is the reason.
I didn't... I heard
they are unable to...
we're
unable to get connected.
I had no idea.
So maybe if in the next half hour you just hear me say, Reimer, call him, then we'll try to see if we can get Danberg on because I'm interested in a couple...
Is that the sign?
That'll be the sign.
Okay.
That's how we're going to do it. I'm interested in a couple of things because I don't know if at the point of the game where they were talking about it in the broadcast, it didn't matter. Ohio State was already up. The sideline communication between the coaches on the field and the box was not working. It was down.
Okay.
And so even Adam King from 10 TV has video of kind of Ohio State's sideline in a little bit of a panic situation. Now, this was before it started to snow a lot. So, maybe in the second half or the second quarter and in the third quarter, Buckeyes could not get communication from the booth to the field.
Okay.
So I'm interested to see how that handled throughout the game because I don't think Ryan was asked about it after the game itself.
Right.
And then I think it was Jesse Sims, who does College Game Day, said it's cold as bleep in the big house.
But you didn't say bleep?
No, she said the word.
She did say the word.
She swore on actual ESPN.
Good for her.
It's cold. But I wanted to get Tyler's thoughts on if it was actually that cold because, boy, look at.
Hey, that moment at the end when you see Patricia hugging Ryan Day, that was really cool.
That was awesome.
It's like
that's the kind of emotion that this rivalry exudes, but that's the kind of weight that they got off their shoulders today.
And that's why, and Reese, I wonder, and I don't know if we talked about this. Maybe we have. I do a lot of shows.
We'll talk about it now.
Do you think what's happened with Chip Kelly being fired after 11 games, he's getting all his money. That's great. 18, it's guaranteed.
Yeah, no,
18 million.
Don't cry for Chip Kelly.
I'm not crying for Chip Kelly.
You don't have to bring him back on the staff right now.
I understand
They've got a good thing going.
Yes. But what's happened with Chip Kelly and where Penn State is now, because a new coach comes in, he might say, I don't want Jim Knowles.
He should.
Okay. If he comes in and says, I don't want Jim Knowles out of a job also.
Uh-huh.
Do you think that gives any pause to Matt Patricia or Brian Hartline about maybe taking a different job?
I don't think either of them, Patricia and Hartline, are going to leave right now.
I feel like Patricia's at a point in his career where he would be okay with this being his last stop.
I'll say this with all the chatter about Hartline and Penn State.
Yeah.
Well, I think that certainly plausible conversations happened. Well, I understand that Hartline has been great in his role at Ohio State, has really evolved as a play caller this season.
Yep.
I think has head coach in his future. I don't think it's right now, especially not for a place like Penn State.
And I don't think you'd want that because Reese, it goes back to the whole thing where it's like
I don't know what his why is. Does he want to be the head coach at a place like Penn State?
I think he wants to be a head coach, ideally at Ohio State. I think that'd be ideal for him, right?
Sure.
Okay,
yes.
so if that means staying,
coach here.
Okay, if that means staying on board for 7 or 8 more years as an OC, I think he would choose. If you told him, hey, You're the next guy. I think he would stick around.
I guess if we had Tyler on, I could just be like, hey, go shove a microphone in
We
his
can't
face.
do
He'll
it
love
because it's snowing, and I guess cell phones don't work with snow. But that's okay. I was confused about that one. That's just something new that I'm aware of now.
Don't poo-poo the difficulty it is to get through everything within the airport, to get on the plane.
Dude, you're Ohio State. Is it a private plane?
And they had it chartered, yes.
Okay, so we have a private plane. You're telling me we can't get him because of snow. That's fine.
So with any guest you have on, you're going to be appreciative of the time they give.
I feel disrespected.
You're certainly not going to be disrespectful to a guest that would at any point consider giving you some of their time.
Todd wants to know in the chat, why is Woody Hat Dude poo-pooing our win? Did I poo-poo our win, Todd? Todd, did I? How did I poo-poo our
Why
win?
do you have to say it like that?
Well, again,
your phrasing would lead, I think, some to believe that you weren't as up on this win as I think you should be wearing a Woody Hayes hat. Like, it should be tough to keep you tied down to that chair.
My shirt was off for most of the second half. And I was at a Dave & Buster's. That just tells you everything to do.
It was the first time, last time at Dave & Buster's.
I'm not allowed back there anymore.
Yep.
Not at the one in Hilliard. But I don't know if they got like a national
They still have
list.
that? Is that
it's
still open?
There. Yeah, it's still there.
Wow.
But apparently shirts are appropriate.
This from Todd as well. Matt spent 15 historic years as New England's defensive coordinator, a few awful years as head coach. I hope he stays here for life. Well, with what he's done this season, he'd certainly have my support.
Look, it's the best DC coaching the best defense. What the hell is there to change?
It's a good question. I'm not sure what he wants to do.
Jim Knowles found out what it's like to not have an advantage every single week, not having better players on your side every week than the other team. Jim Knowles found out. Chip Kelly found out too.
Jim Knowles suffered, I think, from something a lot of older coaches suffer from, and that's this idea that the scheme is above the team.
Yeah.
And
that's fair.
that you could bring, that you're going to use your scheme. I got my binder. I got my special binder.
Right. Okay.
And I'm going to bring the special binder
plays.
in.
Yep.
And we're going to do this. And I'm going to make these players fit the binder.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, well, you can't do that anymore because the binder takes time. And now with college football being as fluid as it is and the transfer portal and name, image, and likeness, you don't have 3 years to implement your defense. You've got one. You got two at best.
Sure.
If the first year is good enough. And I'm not trying to poo-poo what Jim Knowles did at Ohio State. Because that defense last year
did
was
really
spectacular.
Well. Yes, it was. No doubt.
It took a minute.
Yeah.
Has it taken a minute for Matt Patricia?
No. Not at all. I mean,
So,
his
I think if
first
anybody-
game was Texas. I know Texas was not the number one team in the country, but they were the number one team in the country.
They were ranked the number one team in the country.
But they're not the number one team in the country. But let's just say they're a top 20 team, top 15 team right now, maybe top 10 team.
Oh, I can't. I mean, I guess I kind of can wait because I still want to keep celebrating this Ohio State win over Michigan. But those that will be arguing as Vanderbilt beats Tennessee 45-24 and Diego Pavia's hugging everybody on the field and you have the Arch Manning moments in the game against Texas A&M, like those two SEC teams are like, they got to be in the playoff.
Hey, we don't know about the Kiffin thing, but the fact Clark Lee signed a new extension with them, I thought Lee...
So 6 years in Nashville for him.
I thought Lee and Pavia could be a dual deal at LSU.
Because Pavia's got one more year?
Well, he's got none, but he's campaigning for another one because he's already played 7 years, whatever it is.
So is OU's Parker Navarro. I'm interested to see how those go.
Navarro's going for another year,
He's trying to get a hardship waiver, yeah.
Navarro's older than me.
Well, he's going to claim one more year of eligibility left, as is Diego Pavia. Yeah, it was supposed to be a scheduled meeting at 4 o'clock Eastern time between Lane Kiffin and Heath Carter, the athletic director of Ole Miss.
Do you like?
And we're still waiting.
If you're LSU, do you really know what you're getting into with Kiffin? Like,
I think you're LSU. You think you're the belle of the ball, and it doesn't matter because everybody should feel so lucky to come coach at your school.
Yeah,
I think there are schools that have that kind of ego. LSU certainly one of them, where the governor's coming out and saying, "Well, I'm not going to let the AD pick coach." It's like, well, then what's the AD doing?
Right. I would be, because I see Kiffin as more the guy who was with the Raiders, with Tennessee, with USC, than I see Kiffin with Ole Miss. I think he's more that other guy.
I think Kiffin's better for a school like Ole Miss. I think it's oil and water what he's going to face at Baton Rouge.
I think you're right.
likely when that whole thing gets finalized. But if it does happen in the next 15 minutes, we will keep you abreast. I want to have a really dumb Browns conversation with you coming up next.
I can't wait for that.
The Fans Game Night on The Fan.
We're known for three things: games, conversation, and common man yelling about things only he cares about. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Our clients deserve for us to care, and they deserve to feel serviced. They have questions, and they deserve answers. We're counselors first because I'm not selling them anything. I'm trying to teach clients how to protect themselves. At Curtis & Associates, we're personal injury attorneys. We've helped and continue to help hundreds and hundreds of clients every year. That's important to us. If you've been injured in an accident and it's not your fault, call now. 614-GOT-HURT. That's 614-GOT-HURT. Curtis & Associates. Attorneys who care.
Diabetes, high blood pressure, anxiety meds, everyone's on them. If you're a 50-year-old male, maybe a bit porky, and you may even have type 2 diabetes, $1 million of term insurance may only cost you about $200 a month. Call Term Provider. Speak with Big Lou at 800-345-2789. Big Lou will find a term life policy for you even if you have type 2 diabetes, are overweight, or have high blood pressure. Term Provider has helped thousands of people like you who think they can't afford term life insurance. To buy $1 million of affordable term life for you, all you need to do is call Big Lou at 800-345-2789. Lou will make sure the scales are tipped in your favor. Call 800-345-2789. Big Lou will answer your call and work to fit you into a term life policy that you can afford. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too. Call 800-345-2789 or biglou.com.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. The holidays are here, and if you've got a collector in your life, you have to check out Midwest Cards. Thousands of packs and boxes from Pokemon to every sport you can name. It's a full-on collector's dream. Plus, they have signed jerseys and memorabilia that'll make any fan go crazy. The variety is awesome, and the selection legendary. So swing by Midwest Cards today, grab an epic gift or even a gift card, and watch your favorite collector's face light up this holiday season. Get to Midwest Cards today and tell them T-Bone sent you. Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. You know, it's cold out there, and if you spent all last winter thinking that it was time to replace your windows, but you didn't want to spend the money or have your windows done in the middle of the winter, well, it's good you waited. Now, during Window Nation's end-of-year sale this November, you could save big on your windows. You'll save 50% off all window styles, plus you could get 0% interest financing for 5 years. Window Nation's proven quality windows are so good, you'll actually save money on lower utility bills every month, and they're backed with a lifetime warranty. Window Nation even has an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau and over 45,000 five-star customer reviews. And did I mention you could celebrate your newly upgraded home with a chance to get tickets to an upcoming Ohio State game? Don't wait to put an end to your window problems. Window Nation's end-of-year sale is your chance to save big with 50% off all window styles, plus 0% financing for 5 years. Window Nation, a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. Hurry, the sale ends soon, so visit windownation.com today to get started. Once again, that's windownation.com.
Every day, it's there. Matter of fact, it's the most predictable thing in your life, unfortunately. I'm talking about that chronic pain in your knees, hip, back, or shoulders. But tomorrow, you could wake up without it. That's because at QC Kinetics, there's a breakthrough treatment that is giving patients relief, in some cases, within a day. It's called stem wave therapy. Physicians in Europe were using this device 20 years ago. Finally, it's here in the U.S., and there's a huge demand for the treatments because patients are getting relief from acute pain and spreading the word. Here's the most interesting detail. This device is both diagnostic and therapeutic, helping Dr. Tessner and the medical team at QC Kinetics find the problem and trigger your body's natural healing response. StemWave uses the same technology as lipotripsy. Sound waves that penetrate, spark blood flow. That's exactly what you need to promote healing and relief. Wondering if this is a good solution for your pain? QC Kinetics is making it easy. Your first stem wave treatment is only $49. So call and ask about the $49 stem wave treatments right here in Columbus. 380-208-4544.
Remember when sports used to be about calling up your favorite host and saying how stupid they are? Good news. We still do that. The Fan Call-In Show.
Hello. Sponsored by ESPN Bet at Hollywood Casino.
Sunday mornings at 8 on The Fan. Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Light snow showers continue this evening. 1 to 2 inches of accumulation possible. Higher totals northwest of Columbus. A brief change to rain Sunday morning with temperatures in the upper 30s, but will fall back to freezing in the afternoon. It'll be blustery as well with wind gusts greater than 30 miles per hour at times. But on Monday, partly cloudy and quiet with highs in the mid-30s. I'm meteorologist Mike Joyce on 97.1 The Fan.
Two jabronis talking football.
Thank you, football god.
No better way to spend a Saturday. This is Fan College Football Game Night.
And I don't remember there being a better Saturday this year. Sorry, holidays. I can't remember what day you fell on.
Wasn't Thanksgiving.
No.
Wasn't Memorial Day.
Man, this week was nervy. Even Thanksgiving. You know, since they moved the Ohio State-Michigan game to the Saturday after Thanksgiving.
Right.
You're always thinking about it.
Sure.
Like, especially in what we do and with the passion that this fan base has, it's so prevalent.
We've been thinking about that for weeks because we knew Rutgers UCLA would not be a challenge. Like, we knew those things, right? Like, so it's been Michigan week for like a month for me. It really has been.
You thought about Michigan even before Texas. I mean, you thought about Michigan.
Sure.
You've been thinking about Michigan for 365 days.
Right.
And the fact that you could get it done in Ann Arbor, in front of their fans, in the driving snow, with the thing that they have been saying forever is that they're tougher, and that Ohio State isn't as on their level with toughness, and Ohio State can't get into a fist fight. And today, Ohio State knocked them out in the second quarter.
I clunkily asked both Carpenter and Schlegels this week, is it a better win when you're in Ann Arbor versus in Columbus?
Certainly feels better from a fan perspective, but I would imagine they said no.
Well, what they did is they did what Ohio State people do.
Any win over Michigan's a good win.
Being at home, you can't really beat that. In Michigan, yes, it's something different, but you go in there and you got the entire everybody.
Had today's game been at home and Julian saying what was his third throw was an interception.
Right. Oh.
That stadium,
yes,
Ohio Stadium would have been nervy.
Yep.
And I do think Ohio State fans, for the most part, had confidence that Ohio State would get it together. And boy, get it together, did they?
All right. You want to do your Browns talk? I don't know. What
I was going to say this.
Okay.
Because so often in sport, the most obvious decision isn't the one that's made.
All right.
And this reporting that I found today is like the most obvious frickin' thing that they could have done, yet I don't have enough confidence in the Browns to make the most obvious call.
Okay.
But from Adam Schefter, the Browns have given Shedeur Sanders the opportunity not only to start again tomorrow against the 49ers, but if he plays well enough, he can continue earning starts for the rest of the season. And I go, how is that news? It's the most obvious friggin' thing in the history of obvious friggin' things, but it's the Browns. So there are many times been, you have option A and option B, and one of them's clearly better than the other, and the idiot head coach for the Browns goes, option D. You go, wait a minute, that wasn't part of it. This makes all the sense in the world. Shedeur's earned the opportunity to have the same runway that Dylan Gabriel did. Is he the future of the franchise? No, probably not.
Right.
But he's got a better ceiling, I think, for an NFL quarterback than Dylan Gabriel does. And I think that you drafted Gabriel in the third, so you gave him the earlier opportunity.
Yeah.
The concussion happened, and it gave the Browns the opportunity to now see what you have with Shedeur. Because maybe he can be the backup that if you go out and get a veteran, then you can have Shedeur the backup, you can have veteran quarterback, and maybe try to salvage your jobs if you're Kevin Stefanski and Andrew Berry. But the idea that that was like Shefty's breaking news, I'm like, well, yeah.
Water wet.
Thank you.
Yeah. I thought all along that the Browns have botched this whole situation by getting rid of veteran quarterbacks off their roster. So you have two rookies as 1 and 2. And number 2, Shedeur, gets no reps with the first team at all. So when he goes out there, it's like, I don't know if Dylan or Shedeur is the answer, but you put Shedeur in a bad situation. I'm not saying Shedeur is great.
He's quarterbacking the Browns. He's in a bad situation.
Absolutely. So the worst thing that the Browns could do, I've said this from day one, is go into the draft next year without knowing if you have a franchise quarterback on your roster. That's the worst thing you can do.
I think you left the draft in 25 knowing that you didn't have your franchise quarterback. But I really hope they don't go and overdraft one of these guys for 26.
Me too. You got 2 first-round picks, by the way. I'm okay with packaging one of these picks for 2 picks the following year if you want to.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Because I don't think there's like a standout quarterback that I feel like is the guy in this draft. I don't feel like, but I just think the Browns, though, if they go into the draft in 2026 and say, you know what, we're not sure if we have our guy on our roster. Maybe we do, maybe we don't. Then you failed this season because it was a lost season from day one.
And I'm not sure that I want Andrew Berry with the 2 first-round picks, and I'm not sure I want Kevin Stefanski, the head coach of the Browns. But if they manage somehow, because 2 years ago there was a game against the San Francisco 49ers that they had no business winning, and yet the Cleveland Browns won a game. You can hear Browns 49ers on the Fan tomorrow with coverage at 11 a.m.
That's so smooth. The way
that'll kick at 1.
That's really smooth.
Thanks, man. I write it out like that.
I know, but I'm saying it's smooth. Seamless.
I don't want to wish this.
Yeah.
But the more I see of Julian Sayin, the more I go, I'd like to root for him on Sundays.
No, you wouldn't.
But in a different jersey.
No, not there. You don't.
Doesn't have to be a Cleveland Brown.
It doesn't. No, don't.
Maybe he could be the successor to Matthew Stafford, who will likely be a 38-year-old MVP when it's awarded in February.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Like that almost seems like it, because Sean McVay's always kind of like, dip my toe in, dip my toe out. Do I want to go? Do I want to stay? I don't know what I want to do. Well, like if Sean McVay could be Julian Sain's coach in the NFL, that'd be fun.
Right now, Chiefs.
And you'd have Puka Nacua to throw to, most likely.
Is he an ACC guy? Just asking.
I don't know.
Okay. It'd be fitting if he was.
I would know that if he played college basketball.
I know you would. But Reese, like, the Chiefs, the Ravens, the Lions would all miss the playoffs if it started right now. And those were teams everyone thought was, maybe Super Bowl contenders there, right?
Yeah.
And I don't know I can't tell you. I think the Rams are the best team in the NFC.
I think the best team playing right now in the league.
Okay. Who's the best AFC team?
The Patriots. I didn't say it with a lot of confidence because I don't have a lot of confidence.
We paused.
Drake May.
Yes. Shouts to him.
Here we go. God.
Ultimate shouts.
Nonetheless. I think, though, that, yes, I think it's probably the Patriots. I think you're right on that. But it is so damn wide open. The Eagles looked so bad against the Bears. Their offense was pathetic. Like, they couldn't do anything.
Yeah.
And they couldn't stop Chicago's running game. Even though they knew Chicago was running, they couldn't do a damn thing about it.
No, it was that 3 o'clock Black Friday game.
Yeah.
I understand why the NFL does it, but it was almost too much going on yesterday.
Yeah.
Because not only did you have the Egg Bowl, I had some action, but then you had Ohio State and Pitt in Pittsburgh. We don't necessarily have to talk about that because it should be a celebratory show.
Sure.
And then I went to the Blue Jackets game last night against the Penguins.
Oh, did you? Lost
they had a
overtime,
3-1 lead, and you'll never guess what happened with that.
I got a feeling you lost in overtime.
Teddy made Panama Ted made this point that you sacrificed yesterday to get the win today.
You also had UConn beating Illinois in basketball yesterday for Reimer, and BYU beating Dayton. That's a big one, too, as well.
That game was awesome.
I'm sure it was. And then Vandy beat St. Mary's 96-71. The ranked Commodores are ranked 24th.
Vanderbilt's disgusting, too.
Okay, you're right. They are. That's fine. That's our basketball.
Offense is legit.
Purdue's scored 109 in Eastern Illinois.
Virginia leads Virginia Tech 7-0. About 7 minutes left to go in the first quarter in that game. If Virginia wins, they're in the ACC championship. SMU's also got a shot to make the ACC championship game next week. We do know that Ohio State and Indiana, 2 12-0 teams, are going to meet on the field at Lucas Oil Stadium next Saturday night for the Big Ten title tilt. You've got Georgia in the SEC championship game. Going to wait on the winner of Alabama and Auburn. If Alabama beats Auburn in the Iron Bowl, then it's going to be Bama in Georgia, and something we've seen maybe for the last 12 of the last 15 seasons. But if Auburn's able to pull the upset, it'll be Ole Miss in the SEC championship.
Coach TBD.
Who knows about their head coach?
Yes, who could it be? We don't know.
But it's never not interesting with college football. I think that's one of the many reasons why we love the sport so much, and one of the many reasons why today feels so cathartic.
Would you watch college football when you get home?
Yeah.
You will.
Oh, I'm watching the Iron Bowl.
Okay, you're going to watch the Iron Bowl. I'm spent right now. Like, emotionally, I am spent.
What I need more of
is
halftime shows going back to Ann Arbor and watching Brutus cross out the M.
That's fantastic. That was
I
so
need
cool.
more shots
Yeah.
of this. I need more shots of Ohio State players celebrating with the fans and being much classier than Michigan players.
Yes.
Just being an all-around better day. And I can't wait to do this again on Monday. And then all next week as we prepare for the Big Ten Championship in Indiana on the Fan.
Common man, a radio veteran, has a large hemorrhoid. Timmy Hall, a good, clean boy, moonlights as man's hemorrhoid. Common man and Timmy.